When running an improvement initiative that spans multiple sites, whether they are healthcare facilities, schools within a district, or social service providers within a larger network, the work consists of identifying effective changes, ensuring they work in different contexts, and facilitating their spread beyond the participating sites. To do this, learning from the improvement initiative will need to be consolidated into a change package, a sort of toolbox of tested practices or change ideas that have reliably improved a given system or process. Change packages provide relevant context, tools, and materials needed to make desired changes. This allows practitioners to share practical advice and know-how directly with one another, which encourages adoption of successful practices across the wider field. The learning captured in a change package is collected from the beginning of an initiative and will evolve over time. At Shift, we see this evolution in 3 stages: developing the theory of change, testing the changes, and synthesizing learning. To better understand the stages of creating a change package, let's look at an initiative with the goal of improving the health and wellness of senior living community residents. From this broad goal, the team created a more specific aim. Within 6 months, increase the percentage of residents, especially those living alone, who report they have sufficient opportunities for social connection from 50% to 90%. To get started on improving resident social connection, this senior living community's improvement team begins with the first stage of creating a change package, developing a theory of change. The theory of change should be developed by an inclusive team that represents different perspectives of the system. At this stage, the change package may lack detail and be largely based on existing bodies of research and individuals' lived experience. Important detail is added during stage 2, test changes and gather learning. Throughout this stage, teams learn more about proposed change ideas and try them out in their context. They collect data to understand how a change works with different teams in other places, and update the theory of change as they learn. This version of the change package is truly a working document. It should be designed for easy revision and updates as teams test change ideas. Effective change packages must be regularly curated, integrating learning from the teams so that the knowledge required to replicate successful changes is captured. This includes instructions, tools, measures, and tacit knowledge like personal experiences and insights. Tacit knowledge is gained through direct experience implementing a change, and it can be difficult to communicate. Practitioners can share these experiences directly through site visits, video interviews, or via recordings of their team at work. The improvement team at the senior living facility works across the theory of change, testing different changes to reach their aim. For the sake of this example, we will focus on one key driver or condition that should be in place to realize the initiative's aim, the first driver: a welcoming, easy infrastructure for residents to connect during meals. The improvement team of residents, their families, and staff identified mealtimes as untapped opportunities for building social connections. They tested several change ideas to create a more connected mealtime experience. The team removed systemic constraints like requiring reservations for solo diners to get people to eat in the dining room rather than order food to their rooms. They also tested having a joiner table, where solo diners could choose to eat together, and changed the design of the dining room to place one-person tables close to each other to encourage conversation. While testing these ideas, the teams collected data with residents, especially those dining alone, to understand their preferences and experiences with the changes. Improvement teams at other facilities in the network also shared their data and experiences. The learning and data were collected from teams throughout the initiative. Network organizers curated and consolidated the information for the community to discuss and share experiences. By the end of the initiative, there was an abundance of information that needed to be synthesized to benefit the wider field. This leads us to stage 3, synthesize and package learning. This includes a review with partners and subject matter experts to ensure the practices are relevant, easily understood, and specific to the context in which they were tested. At this stage, the change package becomes a more polished tool that highlights the most impactful changes and the most useful know-how gained from testing across multiple contexts. Key information for each change typically includes what the change is, the evidence behind the change, and most importantly, practical advice, and tacit knowledge from practitioners about how to implement it in a real-life setting. Going back to our example, the two changes that drove the most significant improvements were removing the need for reservations for solo diners and placing one-person tables next to each other in the dining room. These two ideas were then incorporated into the change package, along with the most impactful ideas for the other drivers in the initiative's theory of change. As you can imagine, with rigorous and regular data collection, change packages could include more information than people are able to process and implement. An effective change package includes only the most vital information to drive change forward. The key to paring it down is to consider what makes a change easy to adopt across various contexts. A well-designed change package is a powerful tool to accelerate the adoption of the changes. For more information, watch our video on the diffusion of innovation. In summary, remember, change packages support adoption of successful practices across the wider field. Change packages should be developed throughout an initiative to best capture lessons and knowledge. Ideas included in the change packages must be proven to work through rapid testing cycles or research. Finally, change packages need just enough detail to help spread adoption across contexts. To learn more about change ideas, creating a theory of change, or to download tools and templates, visit our video library at shift-results.com.